Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Today is July 27th, Thursday. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt today because this Sunday is Hawaiian Shirt Day. So make sure you wear your best Hawaiian shirt or your best Hawaiian outfit. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of color this Sunday. We will be worshiping outside, weather permitting, of course. It looks like it's going to cool off a little bit, so it'll only be in the 70s after this string of warm days that we're having right now. Today, the Garden Friends will be here from 9:30 to noon. Sunday, July 30th is Hawaiian Shirt Sunday. Make sure you please bring a folding chair or a camp-style chair when you're coming. We do have folding chairs available if you don't bring one, but they are a little wobbly on the uneven ground outside. On Wednesday, August 2nd, if the deacons are having a meeting, it'll be at 10:30 a.m. in my office. You look for a Zoom link that morning if it turns out we're going to have one. And if you're one who worships from home, you can drive in to pick up your elements on Wednesday or Thursday, August 2nd or 3rd, from 9:30 to 11:30. I'll ask that you please give us a call and let me know you're coming, or give me an email and let me know you're coming so I can have them ready for you. Carol will be on vacation from July 29th to August 5th. So the church office will be not manned most of that time. I may be in or out depending on what's going on around town. But from July 29th to August 5th, if you need to talk to someone immediately, call me at the office, or you are free to call my cell phone. Please don't call unless it's an emergency. My cell phone. Thursday, August 3rd, 9:30 to noon, the Garden Friends will be here, and you can come and pick up your elements. Friday, August 4th, the church office will be closed. Saturday, August 6th, we'll have our outdoor church service in person and live streaming and in person. So Carol will be out of the office again from July 29th to August 5th. And I will be going on vacation August 6th through the 24th. So just keep in mind that if you're looking to get in touch with me, I will be out of town most of the time, and we'll be doing a lot of day trips and things. So if it's an emergency, Carol knows how to get in touch with me. Otherwise, I'll see you at the end of the month. So I get an email from Christianity Today, which is called Today in Christian History. And every morning it tells you what things happened in the world in Christianity going back to basically the beginning. And from yesterday's, July 26th, Today in Christian History, I read this one and I thought it was interesting. July 26th, 1869. Parliament's Disestablishment Bill is passed, officially disconnecting the Church of Ireland from the state. It's from this act that we get the word anti-disestablishmentarianism, which was the organized opposition to that legislation. Being a word person, I find that fascinating. So I was reading a book, as I like to do, a little light reading in the summertime, and this is from Soul Food, Stories to Nourish the Spirit and the Heart. And this was given to me by my mentor when I finished my internship at North Community Church in Marshfield Hills, Massachusetts. But this is a really interesting story. It's a little longer than I'm used to saying, but it's a good story, and it's something that we might want to pay attention to as a church. This story concerns a monastery that had fallen upon hard times. Once a great order, as a result of waves of anti-monastic persecution in the 17th and 18th centuries and the rise of secularism in the 19th, all its branch houses were lost, and it had become decimated to the extent that there were only 5 monks left in the decaying mother house, the abbot and 4 others, all over 70 years of age. Clearly, it was a dying order. In the deep woods surrounding the monastery, there was a little hut that a rabbi from a nearby town occasionally used for hermitage. Through their many years of prayer and contemplation, the old monks had become a bit psychic, so they could always sense when the rabbi was in his hermitage. "The rabbi is in the woods. The rabbi is in the woods again," they would whisper to each other. As he agonized over the imminent death of his order, it occurred to the abbot that at one such time to visit the hermitage and ask the rabbi if by some possible chance he could offer any advice that might save the monastery. The rabbi welcomed the abbot at his hut, but when the abbot explained the purpose of his visit, the rabbi could only commiserate with him. "I know how it is," he explained. "The spirit is gone out of the people. It is the same in my town. Almost no one comes to the synagogue." So the old abbot and the old rabbi wept together. They read parts of the Torah and quietly spoke of deep things. The time came when the abbot had to leave. They embraced each other. "It has been a wonderful thing that we should meet after all these years," the abbot said, "but I have still failed in my purpose for coming here. Is there nothing you can tell me? No piece of advice you can give that would help me save my dying order?" "No, I'm sorry," said the rabbi. "I have no advice to give. The only thing I can tell you is that the Messiah is one of you." When the abbot returned to the monastery, his fellow monks gathered around him. "Well, what did the rabbi say?" "He couldn't help," the abbot answered. "We just wept together and read the Torah. The only thing he did say, just as I was leaving, it was something cryptic, was that the Messiah is one of us. I don't know what he meant." In the days and weeks and months that followed, the old monks pondered this and wondered whether there was any possible significance to the rabbi's words. The Messiah is one of us? Could he possibly have meant one of us monks here at the monastery? If that's the case, which one? Do you suppose he meant the abbot? Yes, if he meant anyone, he probably meant Father Abbot. He has been our leader for more than a generation. On the other hand, it might have been Brother Thomas. Certainly Brother Thomas is a holy man. Everyone knows that. Thomas is a man of light. Certainly he could not have meant Brother Elred. Elred gets crotchety at times. But come to think of it, even though he is a thorn in people's sides, when you look back on it, Elred is virtually always right. Often very right. Maybe the rabbi did mean Brother Elred. But surely not Brother Philip. Philip is so passive, a real nobody. But then, almost mysteriously, he has a gift for somehow always being there when you need him. He just magically appears by your side. Maybe Philip is the Messiah. Of course, the rabbi didn't mean me. He couldn't possibly have meant me. I'm just an ordinary person. Yet suppose he did. Suppose I am the Messiah. Oh God, not me. I couldn't be that much for you, could I? As they contemplated in this manner, the old monks began to treat each other with extraordinary respect on the off chance that one of them might be the Messiah. And on the off chance that each monk himself might be the Messiah, they began to treat themselves with extraordinary respect. Because the forest in which it was situated was beautiful, it so happened that people still occasionally came to visit the monastery to picnic on its tiny lawn, to wander along some of its paths, even now and then go inside the dilapidated chapel to meditate. As they did so, without even being conscious of it, they sensed this aura of extraordinary respect that now began to surround the 5 old monks and seemed to radiate out from them and permeate the atmosphere of the place. There was something strangely attractive, even compelling about it. Hardly knowing why, they began to come back more frequently to the picnic, to play, and to pray. They began to bring their friends to show them this special place. And their friends brought their friends. Then it happened that some of the younger men who came to visit the monastery started to talk more and more with the old monks. After a while, one asked if he could join them. Then another and another. So within a few years, the monastery had once again become a thriving order, thanks to the rabbi's gift, a vibrant center of light and spirituality in the realm. I really love that story, and I hope there's something in there that we can take away. Maybe each one of us is the Messiah. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I know this is a little longer than usual, especially in the summertime, but I hope you enjoyed that story. So until I see you again, take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And God bless you all.